What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be talking about all the benefits around eXp. These are some videos that I've recorded over the last couple years, and I picked the best ones to deliver you the most value. If you're considering eXp or at eXp and just curious if you're taking advantage of all the benefits, I just finished reading this morning. Great book. I'm almost done with it. 12-hour work week. I like to do that in the mornings, go by the ocean and read or set goals. So just finished that up and wanted to shoot this video to let you know that eXp is still an amazing opportunity in the current environment with high interest rates and all the other craziness that's going on in today's market. So if you want to check it out, if you want to partner with me, then go ahead and email me. That's going to be a link in the description, and I would love to have a chat with you. So without further ado, here are the best things about eXp. Yeah, one of my mentors said to me, AJ, worst case scenario, in a couple of years, you're still selling a bunch of houses. Best case scenario, it completely changes your life. And that's what I was going for. So first I want to talk about the 5 reasons why an agent would join eXp, or why I think they should join eXp. And then I'm going to talk about why I joined and what my goals were, what my thought process was, my mindset when I first joined the company. So the first reason an agent would join is because of the commission split. It's 80-20 commission split. That's great for cash flow, especially if you're not a capping agent. If you don't know what a capping agent is, that just simply means once you pay in a certain amount of money into your brokerage, you cap. At eXp, it's $16,000. That's the number 2 reason why you'd want to join eXp. So say on a $10,000 commission check, if you're at a brokerage where I was, KW, it was pretty much $6,436 by the time you consider the franchise fee. So I would keep $6,400 of a $10,000 commission check, but at eXp, I'd keep $8,000. That's a $1,400 difference. That's a big deal, especially for agents who don't cap, because that's real money. The second reason that I just mentioned is the cap. It's a $16,000 cap. My cap was $16,000 or $25,000. No, that's a big difference too. Once you cap, there is a $250 transaction fee that goes into play for the next 20 transactions with a $5,000 cap on that. However, once you hit that cap, you're eligible to become an icon agent. And what that means is you get your entire cap back in the form of company stock. I was awarded that my first year with the company, got my entire $16,000 back in stock. Huge blessing at the time where it was trading at. That was around 4,500 shares of stock, which today, at the time of this video, the stock's around $11 a share. You do the math, 4,500 times 11, that's a whole lot better than even 100% company. And we have a lot of icon agents in our company. In most markets, you need to sell about 30, 32 homes to be an icon agent. Even if you don't become an icon agent, the cap is still only $16,000. That's not bad. So reason number 1 was the splits. Reason number 2 was the cap. Reason number 3, I think, is the training and technology. The cloud campus, we have over 30 hours every single week being taught by top producers all around the country and a video archive. That's huge. The training is unmatched. Being able to get your questions answered in real time. If I have any concern or question, I go right into the cloud campus, and within a matter of minutes, I'm getting my question answered real time. You got to see the cloud environment. It is so cool. And the lead generation platform, KV Core or Commissions Inc. you get to choose from. Great lead generation systems. I mean, I was paying for Boomtown at one time $1,500 a month to do what KV Core can do for $50 a month is the monthly tech fee at eXp. That's pretty dang good. The 4th reason is the stock. I was like, if I'm selling houses anyways, why wouldn't I want to be at a company where I can earn stock? So right now on the first sale of every single year, you get $200 in stock. When you cap, you get $400 in stock. When you refer an agent to eXp, you get stock when they sell their first house. I already told you about the Icon Agent program. And also, if you want to take 5% of your commissions and go into the Agent Equity program, you get to take 5% of your commissions and buy the stock at a 20% discount. That's like an automatic retirement program going into play for you. Super cool, and that's only available for eXp agents. Now, the 5th reason is the revenue share. So on the first level or the first tier, whatever you want to call it, when you sponsor an agent at eXp, if they're a capping agent, that's $2,800 a year is what you get paid. Say you sponsor 5 agents, that's 5 times 2,800. All right, I just grabbed my calculator. I'll make it a little bit easier on you. So 5 agents, if they're all cappers, that's $2,800 times 5. That's $14,000 in revenue share. What I help my team do is help those people tell other agents about eXp. So if you sponsor 5 agents and then they sponsor 5 agents, that's another 25 on your second tier. So if we do 25 and on your second tier for a capping agent, you get $3,200 per year. And this is paid out per month for the previous month when they close a transaction. You don't wait till the end of the year. It is paid monthly. I get that question all the time. So 25 times $3,200 is $80,000. So on your first tier, you're getting paid $14,000, and on your second tier, you're getting paid $80,000 for a total of $94,000 a year in revenue share. And what I liked about that is it was set percentages. So I was like, I can business plan around that. I can budget around that. I know what it's going to be every single time someone closes a transaction. On the first tier, if I sponsor someone, they sell a house, $10,000 check, that total commission, I get paid $350 because it's 3.5% of the gross commission. So I was like, well, that's pretty cool. Now, this is where it gets into what my mindset was when I joined eXp. So I was like, I'm going to keep selling a bunch of houses. That's how I pay the bills. That's how I provide the lifestyle for myself and my wife. And we're doing pretty good. But I was like, if I can just share eXp with some agents that I bump into or that ask me about it because they're curious, why I made the switch from my previous brokerage. Well, what if I could get 5 a year? This is me sponsoring 5 a year for the next 5 years. That would have me sponsoring 25 total in 5 years. And the example I just gave you was just sponsoring 5. Could you sponsor 5 over 5 years? I don't know about you, but I have some favorite restaurants. I have some favorite places to travel to. I absolutely love Amazon Prime, so I'm referring that all the time. You share things that you love. And if you're not at a company that you love, then you probably shouldn't be at that company. You should be so ecstatic about the brokerage that you're with that you want to share it with other people. That's my mindset. That's my thought process, at least. I thought in 5 years I'd sponsor 25, one every other month or so. And I was hoping, based on what other agents in the company have done, my mentors, that could grow into 500 within 5 years. That was my goal. 25 in 5 years, that would turn into 500 agents in 5 years through the 7 levels of revenue share that eXp offers. To me, that would mean financial freedom, complete abundance, just so excited, 10 out of 10, crush my goals, so excited. So what actually happened? Well, after my first year, I only sponsored 9 because I was heavily focused on selling houses, and this eXp thing, I was still feeling it out. We only had 2,400 agents. We weren't even on the NASDAQ stock exchange yet. So I didn't know what it was yet. So I wasn't really telling everybody about it. It was usually someone would ask me and I'd be like, hey, watch this video I watched. I'm excited about it. Maybe you'll like it. It was that simple. So that 9 turned into 157 that first year. Pretty good, right? I was happy with it. Seemed pretty good. I didn't really know what to expect that first year. But after the first year, I saw that this was happening. I saw that it wasn't be worst case scenario like my mentor told me, which is, I'm still just selling a bunch of houses. I saw passive income coming in. That first year I had a month where I earned $6,900 in revenue share. I think I did that by July or August. So I was like, this is something. I'm going to start sharing it with the agents that I've met at conferences that I've had cross sales with. I'm going to reach out to a handful of them. And to this day, I haven't reached out to that many people, as mostly people reach out to me because they're curious. So fast forward to end of year 2, I have 25 in my first tier. I actually hit 25 in June or July in my first tier. And I hit 500, which was my 5-year goal. I hit 500 June 18th. That was 18 months in? Absolutely unbelievable, amazing. I have a great team. I have so many high caliber real estate professionals on my team, go-getters. And we have a system now. We have a duplicatable system on how to replicate this success. We're doing it all over the country. Out of those 500 agents, it's now 6 months later turned into over 1,000 agents in 33 states and 2 Canadian provinces so far. And that's absolutely unbelievable. That's 4 times, 5 times the size of my previous office. That's absolutely mind-blowing to me. My wife and I, this past August, we sold our house and we've been traveling the country for the last 6 months, not to grow eXp, but just for fun. We still are working on the road and helping our team grow, but we're completely living a passive income-driven lifestyle because of the opportunity at eXp. I feel so blessed that we came across this opportunity, that someone had the courage to share it with me. and it's completely changed our lives. I get asked all the time, what are the fees at eXp Realty? What are the monthly fees? What are all the charges involved? And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly that. So let's start with your monthly fee. You're going to pay $85 per month. It covers SkySlope, which is your transaction management software. It covers KV Core, which is one of the best lead generation platforms out there. And it covers the university fee, which is over 30 hours a week of live training being taught by some of the biggest producers in the entire industry, not just at eXp, but in the entire industry. In some cases, these agents sell hundreds and hundreds of homes a year, and they're in the cloud office live teaching, and there's also archive of these videos. Right, so we nailed that, $85 a month. Well, what about to get started? Is there a startup fee? Yes, there is. It's only $149 a month. You're going to get business cards. You're going to get presentation folders. You're going to get your SkySlope set up. You're going to get your KV Core access. You're going to get your email set up. You're going to get all these different things for the $149. I mean, where else can you start a business with such huge, massive upside with such low capital investment? Well, what about these other little fees that I'm hearing about? Okay, there's a $25 per transaction agent processing fee. And pretty much most brokerages, any that I've really ever seen and dug into, even at my prior brokerage, KW, they had this $25 per transaction fee as well. So it's not uncommon to have that. And me personally, I want that fee because it means I have a great broker reviewing my paperwork, reviewing my file to make sure that I'm compliant with all the state laws. E&O insurance, well, what's that? If you're a new agent, you probably have no idea. Well, it's errors and omissions insurance. And you're going to want this, and it's required by eXp. It's super cheap, only $40 a transaction with a $500 cap. So you sell 12 houses, you pay 12 times 40 is $480, and on your 13th transaction, only $20. And then you're capped for the entire year. Are there any other transaction fees or anything like that? Yeah, once you cap, a $250 transaction fee goes into play, and that caps at $5,000. And what's cool about that is once you cap on that at $5,000, you become eligible to be an Icon agent, which I got this my first year, and you get your entire $16,000 cap back in company stock. So you do also have that $16,000 cap, of course, at an 80-20 split. Super low, much better than what I had before, so that's just another bonus. And what I found at eXp, there's over 50 live classes every single week in our cloud office. Now, these are classes being taught by some of the biggest agents in the industry who have come over from other companies. I mean, we're even talking about some of the biggest real estate coaches that have joined eXp who are teaching classes in the cloud office. 50 live classes a week. I mean, we're talking classes on listing presentations, buyer presentations, goal setting for agents, social media for agents, video for agents, passive income for agents. Like, there's so many different classes you can attend. It's just actually kind of mind-blowing to me. And the training at Keller Williams, I mean, it's still good training. You have the Ignite program. I used to teach all those classes. You have Bold, which you have to pay extra for. It's $800. You have a video library. So I'm not going to stand here and say that, Keller Williams training is no good. What I like about eXp's training over Keller Williams is that there's a whole lot more live training. I mean, that's completely undisputed. We also have our video training library. And overall, what's interesting is that because we have this cloud office environment with the biggest producers teaching in the cloud, you're getting the best of the best of the best. Whereas if you're at a KW office, say in just a local area somewhere in the US, you're taking those Ignite classes from the local agents. And a lot of times, the biggest producers in these offices are too busy to teach the classes. I know firsthand because I was on the ALC, and our goal was always to get the bigger producers to teach classes, but a lot of times they wouldn't because they were just too busy selling houses. So you're getting training from oftentimes agents who might not be the biggest producers, whereas at eXp, you are getting training from the biggest producers. Instead of retiring, now we just help agents grow their real estate businesses, create residual income, and it's been so much fun, and it's afforded us a really cool lifestyle.
We sold our house in August of 2018, and then from there, I've always had a passion to travel, and so we were able to hop in our travel trailer, and we started going across the U.S. So we made a bunch of stops. I won't go into everywhere, but it was incredible to explore and adventure and just really live out our passion of wanting to do that. And so then even from there, we were only going to do it for a few months. And then we were like, you know what, let's just keep going. Let's just keep doing this. And so bought a motorhome and kept going. And so then we ended up, another passion of ours is skiing and snowboarding. So we ended up in Breckenridge, Colorado for 3 months. I was able to ski. AJ was able to snowboard. He was on the mountain like 50 days. And I think I was about 30 days. It was incredible and just so much fun. And then made our way across, and we're able to do some awesome eXp events along the way with some of our agents. And it's been so incredible to be able to live out those passions of traveling and just explore and live a way that we really have always wanted to.
The one thing that I discovered about real estate agents is we get in this business to have freedom to either leave maybe a corporate job or being a teacher and not having that time freedom that you want with your family, or you want to create more income. And what we quickly find ourselves is kind of enslaved to our business. Have you ever been on vacation and you're negotiating offers from the beach while your kids are playing, or you have to, stay back while your family goes out for an excursion or something? You don't even have a true vacation when you're a real estate agent because you can never be fully present. So without residual income, you can't really have that freedom. So I just think it's so neat that through eXp, it offers us that opportunity to have residual income to maybe take a step back from selling so many houses. I mean, I just think it's such a unique thing that agents can do now with eXp, to where they're not only selling houses, but they're also creating that residual income. And maybe instead of selling 36 houses a year, you go down to selling 24. You buy back your time with that residual income. On our motorhome trip, it was just so cool to be able to spend that time as a couple and with our dogs and we
unplug a little bit.
Yeah, unplug. We didn't know starting that trip that it was going to be the last 10 months that we had with our dog, Micah.
Yeah.
And, you really do only have one life. You just got to make it a point to live out that one life, discover what that is for you and go after it. And real estate allows us to do that. And with eXp, for the first time ever, it allows us to do that at a very high level because of the residual income piece. So this is our official video of 2 years being retired as real estate agents. And we've done so much over these last 2 years. I'd have to say one of my highlights was just being in Breckenridge. I snowboarded 50 days. And I didn't grow up snowboarding, just got into it really over these last 5 years when I started producing enough income as a real estate agent to be able to afford it, because it's not cheap. And I got super good this past winter, and it was just so cool to be able to do that. And you got pretty good as a skier as well.
Yeah, I love skiing. It's my favorite. It's just been incredible, a huge blessing that eXp has offered us the opportunity for. And so another highlight of mine was just being able, we've always wanted to check out the Pacific Northwest. Mm-hmm. So being able to go out there and spend a lot of time out there and really explore was huge for me too, on top of the skiing and snowboarding. That's my favorite.
that was so awesome. And we have that great picture by Haystack Rock with our dogs that
Cannon Beach.
Yes, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Another highlight of mine too is just being able to also see some family and friends on the road. It was funny, even living in North Carolina, you have a lot of friends and everybody there, and you're able to fly home or drive home and see family. But to be able to actually see them along your trip was really cool. To just see family, have them fly out, we visit them, a surprise Disney trip for some family and all that kind of stuff. So it was really fun to be able to see a lot more friends and family on the road too.
Exactly. For so long, it's been the franchise owners, the people high up in these different real estate companies having these types of lifestyles. And for the first time ever, us as agents with no money invested, just by sharing where you love to work, and if it resonates with someone that you're telling them about the company, then they join. And that's how you make residual income. For the first time ever, the agents who are really building these companies are the ones that finally get to really be rewarded for that.